this is a really, really serious, insane situation. I mean, it's like, I don't know what to say, but like, best case scenario, these people are lying, and this is some kind of really, really elaborate like scheme done by some higher ups or something like that. But I mean, Diddy does have some enemies in high places though.
I mean, I wouldn't say this is crazy as shit because this is nothing compared to the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of like
this is not even close. This is a bunch of horny people just doing the fucking most. Epstein was running a fucking empire.
You know what I'm saying?
So what about compared to because this is a popular conversation as well. What about compared to Hugh Hefner?
Because Hefner's doing the same thing. He just died before everybody knew. That's all.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is what I told you. He learned probably from Hef.
But Hefner probably doing the same thing as Diddy, right?
Oh, he's doing the exact same thing. The exact same thing.
Right. So I mean, so it's just a bunch of horny people.
No.
If I were to take my kid, let them go with somebody that I know was doing too much, and the media caught wind of it, I'd be in jail for child neglect. How are these parents getting away with this shit? We got the parents
because they don't care to lock up the parents. The case is Diddy. This is the famous. This is what they don't care about the small.
But would it technically a RICO if they will be involved?
Most RICOs, yeah, you're supposed to see more than one person get arrested. But apparently Diddy's the first person RICO we ever saw with just one person get arrested.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, all in all, man, like
RICO is supposed to be a criminal organization. It's supposed to be 140 people, 200. It's supposed to be a head, a line, the chief, a staff.
And just Diddy got arrested.
Yeah, just Diddy. That's how you know this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I'm your host, HT, aka High Thinking. And here we have, well, you know what, King Savage, I think you know most about it, man. What you want? Why don't you break it down? What do we got in front of us today?
You got the lawyer talking about the charges that they bringing forth Diddy. It's supposed to be up to like 120 victims. These are supposed to be all 120 supposed to be vetted witnesses and supposed to have proof of the crime that they experienced at the Diddy house. What Diddy has done to them in the past.
Kanji, how many Diddy parties you been to?
None.
Okay, how many doors have you opened to any Diddy parties?
Okay, look here, Rick James.
Probably about 10.
All right, play the video. Wait, blow it up, then play the video. Technician. All right, here you go. Oh, look, character development. Whoa, shit! That nigga got
Finally, somebody else got thrown shit at.
You never missed the beast, technician.
About some specific instances without disclosing the victim's name. You probably know that depending on the age of the victim, you can file these cases, these individual cases, under Jane Doe or John Doe. Each state is different in that respect. Typically there is a balancing test, like the public's right to know the name of the victim and plaintiff versus the confidentiality and the safety of the plaintiff. So we'll have to struggle with that with each one of these cases. Our intention, of course, is to, like we always do, file these cases under a pseudonym until the court tells us otherwise. But let me share with you a few, just kind of give you a sense of the kind of cases and the kind of instances that people are calling and reporting that we are trying to corroborate, vet, and these are the ones that we've already corroborated, vetted, and collected evidence on.
So I actually want that point right there to really be known right now. This is the stuff that's been collected. He said vetted, and this is pretty much the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's no guessing, allegation, none of that.
Yeah, no HCC shit. He has like facts,
concrete evidence backing this stuff up. So let that sink in. Feel me?
Individual who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted said that. The typical MO at one of these parties that have been widely discussed in the press was that when you were handed a drink, and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refused to drink it, you were kicked out of the party. Now, let that sink in for a minute. I mean, the admission to this party was that you had to drink the chosen drink that was handed to you. And now we know that in most cases, I would say 90% of the cases, these individuals were drugged with some sort of drug.
All right, so real quick, man, I need everybody to like not just like see this stuff as some kind of entertainment or dang, I can't believe Diddy did that or whatever you want to, whatever other narrative you want to try to like reduce this to. Like, seriously, talk to your kids, talk to your relatives, talk to the local, little rascals and stuff like that. Let them know that you go to a party, you go to any event for that matter, and if somebody hands you a drink and tells you the only way you can stay here is by drinking this drink, you gotta tell them to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
It's time for you to go home.
Yes, sir. So
that was kind of the MO. Another instance. This individual, who was 9 years old at the time, was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal. Another instance, another minor, told allegedly by Sean Combs that he would make him a star, but he needed to visit with him in private about it, away from his parents. Once they were in a private area, allegedly Mr. Combs made the victim upon him. Another incident.
it's crazy, man.
An individual, 15 years old at the time, flown to New York City to attend a party.
But it's crazy though, the parents though. I'm not letting my 9-year-old kid go to a room with you, and why I can't be there. You can't even.
Aren't the parents being persecuted? This like what? This like
parents need to go to jail.
What, the third time we done heard the parents and stole their children?
Yeah. But it's like the parents there's no accountability for these people. Like they need to go to jail. Everybody can't keep. These parents are letting that shit happen to these children for some change. Lazy bitches. That's good.
That's crazy. What can you say about it, man?
Was drugged and then taken into a private room, allegedly in the presence of Mr. Combs, where this female individual, minor, was raped, and then other individuals took turns raping her.
Crazy, bro.
Another individual, 26 at the time of the occurrence, was picked up allegedly by Mr. Combs and several other people in a black SUV from the airport, was given one drink in the SUV, and then literally woke up the next day not knowing what had happened, but with pain and damage to both her and her ass, where she then went to the hospital. She was missing her underwear and her shoes. Another incident.
Yeah, so I don't know what to really say about this dude. Like it's we talking about, because the scary part about it is it's not just Diddy. You know, it's like Diddy cultivated like a culture of like, I mean, everybody would make jokes about certified, PD, all that other stuff. But like this is the real deal shit right here. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know what to say, but like it really did seem like, especially during the 90s, maybe even some of the early 2000s, there was a strong complicity regarding older guys messing with these underage girls. You know what I'm saying? And then we get into the areas of like these dudes just taking their turns and stuff like that, doing performing an essay on an underage girl is irreprehensible. I don't know what's really said about this, but it's truly fucking disgusting, man.
What about the underage boys he had there? I heard.
That's.
Most of those boys are bought by their parents. There's one dude who part of the lawsuit. He said he was about 9 years old. He has proof. He was at a Diddy party with his mother and father.
Because the mother and father is one thing. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not saying this is the core reason why all this is happening, but it's a part of the problem. It's this desire, this need to just be for that fast, rich. You know what I'm saying? Just that that need to just live this luxurious lifestyle. It's like, okay, I'm gonna use my kid to link up with Diddy. Then my Diddy gonna make my son a superstar and stuff like that. And then, but you're gonna let him do things like like you're gonna allow Diddy to be in the room with your son without you being there, without any other I can't put my words together
But it's so crazy because if it was a normal if I were to take my kid, let them go with somebody that I know was doing too much, and the media caught wind of it, I'd be in jail for child neglect. How are these parents getting away with this shit? We got the parents
because they don't care to lock up the parents. The case is Diddy. This is the famous. This is what they don't care about the small.
Right, but would it technically a RICO they will be involved?
Most RICOs, yes, you're supposed to see more than one person get arrested. But apparently Diddy's the first person RICO we ever saw with just one person get arrested.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, all in all, man,
RICO is supposed to be a criminal organization. It's supposed to be 140 people, 200. It's supposed to be a head, a line, the chief, a staff.
And just Diddy got arrested.
Yeah, just Diddy. Yeah, that's how you know this shit is a little funny. That's all.
Yeah,
you already know it's about to be funny.
It's your rigged.
Yeah. So all in all, man, just teach your kids, man. Get into the STEM fields. Teach them hard work, bro. Like this fast money thing. There's gonna be some kind of weird strings attached to it. And if you're gonna really take the Hollywood weird trip, best believe you need to be there every step of the way with that child. I'm just saying.
This individual, this time not a minor, attended a group dinner, allegedly with Sean Combs in Miami. She wasn't drinking because she was pregnant, but whatever she drank at the table, apparently, at least according to her, was laced with something. She blacked out, and she woke up in the same bed, again allegedly, with Mr. Combs in his mansion in Miami. Her and her were torn and sore. And I could...
Yeah, so this dude went as far as to drug a pregnant woman, bro.
Yep, to, grape her. Terrible. Like, this dude was a savage. He said, I didn't even drink no alcohol. And he got me. I was drinking juice.
Yeah, man. It could have been, I don't know. Continue, let's keep going.
Could go on. I mean, literally, you're sensing a theme here. It's the same theme. And it all involves some sort of drug. One instance, an individual who was 20 years old at the time was asked to attend, just saw her on the street, asked to attend a party in a hotel. She was flattered, went to the party, was given one drink and doesn't remember anything else.
Crazy.
Ultimately, was so messed up, went to the hospital where they found cocaine and this horse tranquilizer in her blood system. I want to give you a quote from a very young man who told us over the phone about his experience and all the things that happened to him, he says, allegedly at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his friends in the effort to try to sign a record deal. This was kind of what he was told he would have to do. His quote is, "Had he not been in power, I feel like I could have been something great. I quit the industry because of what Sean Combs did to me." And that's really what it comes down to.
Okay. But yeah, so and that's just the lawyer reading some of the cases that they're feedback. So yeah, that was the lawyer reading off some of the cases that he's going to be dealing that court is going to be dealing with regarding Diddy and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, there's not much to really. I mean, if I can ask you guys, what do y'all think about it? But I think we're all gonna it's just gonna be a unanimous. That dude's like, this is a really, really serious, insane situation. I mean, it's like I don't know what to say, but like best case scenario, these people are lying, and this is some kind of really elaborate like scheme done by some higher ups or something like that. But I mean, Diddy does have some enemies in high places though.
I mean, I wouldn't say this is crazy as shit because this is nothing compared to the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of like
this is not
But,
close. This is a bunch of horny people just doing the fucking most. Epstein was running a fucking empire.
You know what I'm saying?
So what about compared to because this is a popular conversation as well. What about compared to Hugh Hefner?
Because Huff was doing the same thing. He just died before everybody knew. That's all.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I told you. He learned probably from Hef.
But Hefner probably doing the same thing as Diddy, right?
Oh, he doing the exact same thing. The exact same thing.
Right. So I mean, so it's just a bunch of horny people.
No, it's not that it's horny. It's the ability to blackmail people around.
No. I get that part. That's what I'm saying. But I still don't think that's not an Epstein level. Like,
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Epstein level was taking children, and
I mean, so did Hef. I mean, he had 14-year-old little girls there, 13-year-old little girls in those parties.
Damn.
He had the same shit. It was literally the same. And the best place was the cave, that place where they call the cave with the Playboy Mansion, where he had the jacuzzi. He got some of his best work done there. Some of his, he got some good material. Niggas doing some shit down there. Cause he had the mics in the rocks and the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, like I do. Epstein most likely is the king of degeneracy, like for sure. He has his own island, for crying out loud. And I want to say, I mean, that dude, we can throw him like A rank, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like right below him, I mean, well, I don't know. It could be some other stuff going on about some names that we don't know, by all means, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sure there was holidays dedicated to doing crazy things with underage kids. But like otherwise, yeah, I mean Diddy and Hugh Hefner, they on the spectrum there, you know what I'm saying? Let's not give cut them any slack. But yeah, for sure though, like obviously I'll agree with you to say Epstein is definitely like the one that's up there. But I mean, but yeah, man. I mean, like I said, these underage girls talking about waking up with these type of crazy wounds, like sores and stuff like that, and tears or whatever.
We do got to take into account a lot of these underage girls. They go there looking for this shit, so nobody's coercing them. Like, I hate to bring her up, but Ruby Rose, she said she been fucking athletes and rappers since she was 16 and they didn't know. So
did you say rabbits?
No, rappers.
Rappers,
yeah,
okay.
Rappers and football players.
Yeah.
She been fucking them since she was 16. So
isn't this like this slut thing that she does? Like, isn't that part of her MO or something like that? Like that's what she do?
She's she's a OnlyFans model, but she wasn't always that. She was just a little pretty little young girl that used to get around with the guy, around the industry.
Okay, okay.
But she's been doing it since she was 16. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So you're saying that some people are just like they seeking
this shit out. There's no sympathy for you. This is what you wanted.
Yeah, for those girls that.
But I'm saying it's a lot. It's a lot of them seeking it, and now they're trying to play victim.
Okay, so you're trying to say that some of these people that's coming forward right now aren't victims.
They're not victims,
but they're lying and saying they're victims.
Yeah, I mean they have a case to make themselves to look like a victim, but this is something they sought out. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
because I mean, I'm just okay. This is okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question now. For the girl that said that she took one drink and then she passed out and then she woke up with with her private parts hurting, would you say that's the one person that sought that type of?
I'm not saying that because she was pregnant, but the simple fact is, why you going to hang out with Diddy and you pregnant and your husband ain't there?
Well, I'm not talking about her, the other girl that just he's her.
She started out. She shouldn't have went because people have an idea. Even if I was invited to a rich person party, right, I'm gonna have an idea of what may happen, right? It may not happen, but I have an idea how these people may get down, and most likely she had an idea of what may happen.
Oh man, that's tough, man. I don't know, bro, because I don't know. I don't like to, because depending on how her father raised her, she probably think that most men around her are just upstanding good dudes.
Fathers don't raise their daughters to believe that shit. We don't tell them that shit.
But to assume that niggas are rapists.
That's what we supposed to tell. That's what you tell your daughters. Don't be trusting these niggas. These niggas be smiling in your face trying to They're not your friends.
I would definitely say at the very okay.
I'm just saying.
No,
why you have a lot of daughters? What the fuck you telling me?
No, I'm not arguing against you. I'm meeting you in the middle at the very least. Say, okay, if you're gonna go out, because they're gonna go to parties. The girls are just gonna go to parties. This is what it is.
And they tell you to be weary of these boys. They tell you to be weary of men.
Well, you be aware of men, but more importantly, be aware of those drinks. Be aware of anything they try to offer you and any of that shit.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, she said she didn't even know Diddy. He just saw on the street talking about, hey, come here, you want to go to a party tonight?
Yeah, so that's all I mean.
Yeah, but
it's tough for as a father, you gotta tell them, hey, a celebrity approach you for something like that, you say no every time. That's your job.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, he don't fucking know you for a can of paint. So only reason he inviting because he see ass. He sees that I'm gonna fuck you tonight. He don't know you.
That's true. But yeah.
So what you think? That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying for her to come in and say that I was the victim, you knew what was about to happen tonight, and you was going there most likely with the intention of sucking his wang. But the problem is he took your choice away because he drugged you. That's the problem.
Is your perspective and your choice words is considered amongst a lot of people as victim shaming?
No. That's the problem. Because the problem is victims think they can't be held accountable because you think you're a victim, but you put yourself in this situation. It's just like when you go to a store, you see 10 niggas outside at the corner. You like, man, do I really want to try to walk past all these 10 of these niggas? And I know it's going to be a problem because there's 10 niggas standing in front of the liquor store. So your desire is making you go against your instincts, telling you, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this, but you wanna hang out with Diddy. You like, but he chose me, but your instinct maybe in your gut tell you, maybe I should just go the fuck home. But your desire for you wanting to be a part of something, to be in something, you made a bad judgment call. And now that you're a victim, no, you knew what the fuck you was about to do. You knew what was about to happen in here. That's all I'm saying.
So I want to offer this as well. This might be more digestible for a lot of people. When people practice this victim blaming thing, it's not. I think people try to. I think people get confused because they believe they're shifting all of the blame to the victims. Nobody's shifting all of the blame to the victims. You know what I'm saying? We are still willing and ready and more than capable of holding people like Diddy, R. Kelly, all these other celebrities accountable. Non-celebrities obviously included. We're ready to hold these people accountable as well. But we have to also understand that not every person would have fell for that type of trick. You know what I'm trying to say? So quick example. There'll be two girls in this situation. One girl was approached by Diddy and said, and he was told by Diddy, and she was told by Diddy, hey, why don't you come party with me? It's gonna be a lot of fun. And she said, oh, okay, sure. See, this girl was not. I would argue that this girl was not raised properly, or she could just be rebellious. Don't get me wrong, but she was not raised properly by her parents. Whereas girl number two, when approached by Diddy, whom she was raised probably by her parents, he approached her and said, hey, why don't you come party with me? It's gonna be a lot of fun. She'll ask, what we gonna be doing there? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna be there? What kind of drinks do you serve? What kind of she'll ask the right questions. And she'll actually know how do I put this? She'll know how to sniff out some bullshit because her father and her mother prepared her well. Her grandmother prepared her well. You can call it victim blaming all you want, but no, we are holding Diddy accountable for trying to, for putting a girl on the spot to begin with. But we have to also understand that, how did this girl fall for this trick to begin with? Mm-hmm. Like, what happened here?
So when is it victim shaming, and then when is it being held accountable? Because it's a real thin line when you do that. There's a lot of situations where there'll be, what's an example? Case in point, I'll try to make it quick. I had gotten a whole discussion with a chick. Her whole thing was, I'm gonna go out with these dudes, I'm gonna smoke up their weed, drink up their drink. When they come pick her up, middle of the night, go to a hotel, whatever, I don't gotta give them no sex. I'm like, but you are literally putting yourself in precarious situations. Yes. Like this nigga not paying $175 to hold your hand and get to know you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Those type of people, you show up have self-control, but those people are going to react because you felt that you used them. So now they feel the need to take something from you. You see what I'm saying? That's the ration behind sometimes those type of men. You think you're going to come drink my liquor, eat all this food, and just go about your day? And that's the problem. A lot of bitches got a lot of bum behavior. They try to use men just to feed their vices and to feed them because they're broke.
Right. So then the convenient argument would be,
that's your fault what's about to happen to you.
Yeah, that doesn't give him the right to rape me. It
doesn't give you the right, but it does give him the right to rape you, but it gave him the right to what now was about to happen to you because you tried that. If you didn't try that or tried to manipulate somebody, use them for some food, weed, or liquor, you would have none of that fourth thing would have never happened to you. If you would have just bought your own weed, bought your own food and own liquor, you've been fine. But the simple fact that you put yourself in a dangerous environment because you're trying to use someone and you don't know how you would react if he felt used in that situation.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be a position. It's not going to be any sort of example where if there's two parties involved, I'm going to put all of the blame on one of the parties. You know what I'm saying?
He gets blamed because of the way he reacted. You don't have the right to rape this woman. You don't because you bought her. But in his mind, he may believe that that's the problem.
Oh yeah.
And that's what.
No. I think more so in his mind, he believes that you knew what you stepped into. So trying to play coy.
Yeah, like I did all this for some sex tonight. If you ain't I didn't call you just for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. That's why women need to stop going on dates with men they have no interest in having sexual intercourse or liking them just to use them for food, weed, and liquor. Because I hate to say it to you, something bad is going to happen to you at the end of the day.
I can see that because like the animosity can build up where a dude kind of I mean, especially if it's like a compounded situation where he's like date after day after date, it's a bunch of him just spending his money and it not leading to any sort of like not even just sexual interaction, but like just emotional type of exchanges.
He's gonna get angry.
He's gonna get angry, and then she might be the next victim. Like absolutely,
because now he's thinking irrational because his emotions is fled.
So yeah, I mean, so like I said, I'm not again.
At the end of the day, people they don't want to think that part because now they think like, well, damn, I was the problem. Yes, because you led to that answer.
I wouldn't say she was a part of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I said.
Right.
I said they don't like to believe they're part of the problem. The victim doesn't believe they're part of the problem.
The audience heard you say the problem. I'm just putting. I'm wanting you to.
Not part of the problem. I think what you mean to say that they played a part in why
led up
this
to
is happening.
Yes,
because I will always use the example of if I go to the hood and go visit my cousins, knowing it's a stupid danger, and then someone pulls a drive-by and I get shot. Well, whose fault was going down there? Mine.
I knew the possibility I make it happen.
Yeah.
And they act like they don't know that's going to happen. It's a possibility I may get fucking with this nigga. They act like that never would occur to their mind. And that's the problem.
Yeah. I just want
to say great. The word great.
That's over with, man. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do. Yes, I have a lot. Yes, I have a lot of work to do. Anyway,
I only said it that one time. I ain't said it multiple times. I said great.
God damn it! Hey, hit the red button. Thank you. Boy, you been never mind.
I swear I was saying great.
So yeah, we're gonna be pretty much covering this whole Diddy situation from for as long as some things keep coming out. So like if you keep stay tuned with us, stay up, and we'll keep you updated. So on behalf of the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, I'm High Thinking. We'll catch you on the flip side.